All right, on behalf of the Telstra Hobart Chargers, I'd just like to announce that David Bartlett will be joining the board. We think that's a fantastic opportunity for the club. His experience and contacts will be a major advantage for us taking this club forward in the future, and we're really looking forward to working with him in the near future.
Why the appointment of David? What's he going to bring to the club?
Well, just basically, obviously, experience and contacts. We really want to open up those contacts and just the strategic opportunities that we're looking for, expanding this board and really looking to not 6 months down the track, but 3-5 years of what this club can actually be. Our main priority is from this board is to actually become the number one Seabull team on and off the court. We've been able to basically been quite successful over the history on the court. We just want to get some more stability off the court.
Well, is that the long-term vision, I suppose, and how do you go about achieving that?
Well, obviously it starts with getting a strong plan in place. We are currently conducting, Sport and Rec are conducting a governance review of the structure and a strategy to go forward. So working with Sport and Rec, hopefully we can get those plans in place.
Is the current financial plan not sound?
No, it just we're travelling okay. We've done remarkably well this year to put on a very competitive team, finishing on top on a very small budget. But definitely we can improve our finances, and that's what we're aiming to do.
In terms of that, what are the challenges you guys face down here as opposed to teams that are on the mainland?
I guess we don't get that. I think the main aim is to get the Southern Tasmanian basketball community all on board. I think that the Melbourne teams, they have those very large organisations where they don't need to try and they don't need to focus on the whole of a capital city. They can just focus on their region, and that's thousands of members. Whereas we need to make sure that we can engage the whole of Southern Tasmania and be one community and focus, have all the same focus, basically.
What's the future of the women's program? Is that safe for the long term?
Well, that's absolutely. This club needs to be 2 teams, and that's all our aim is to have 2 teams, 2 quality teams. And yeah, that's our focus, and that's everyone on board wants 2 teams, including our sponsors. They're dead for having a men and a women's program.
So we need to get some stability as well. Obviously, to change this year from last year as well. Do you feel this will be the start of that with David coming on board and putting people with him?
It will absolutely. Like, this year has been tough, and it always is after a fair bit of change. And so hopefully we've learnt a terrible lot this year. And we're hoping to get better every year, and obviously David's going to help with that.
So when you talk about expansion, stability, future, the women's team is in mind. They are included in that. Absolutely, 100%. We will have a women's program.
What about a stadium? Will the team be based here for the long term as well, or is there work?
Well, we're still working. There's actually a committee that's working on the future stadium. We're hoping to get us our own stadium one day. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened yet, and it's still just an aim right now.
What are the hurdles?
I think it comes back to everyone getting on the same page and working together to achieve that, and I think that's held up the progress so far.
Has you got a healthy relationship with Basketball Tas, the Hobart Chargers?
Yes, absolutely. Without them, we need their assistance, we need their support, and hopefully they can get stronger as well. And just to make sure that we're all working together.
Are there still NBL aspirations within Tasmania, and how do the Chargers fit into that?
Personally, absolutely. I would love to get back to having a team in the NBL. However, let's crawl before we can walk. And that's another thing. Like we get the Chargers right, and then we can just grow and get stronger, and then we can start knocking on the door again about an NBL team.
Would success in the finals do your cause a lot of justice?
Absolutely, it doesn't hurt. So if we're winning, successful on and off the court, well then, the whole aim is to get too big, and then we need to look at NBL.
So Chargers potentially, spitballing a little bit, the Chargers may be leaving the Seabull and
No,
being
no.
the Tasmanian NBL team?
No, so I wouldn't go that far. That's getting ahead of ourselves. No, our aim is to become the number one Seabull team.